playoffs started today. The bracket, as it is now,
Sweet.
It's going to be you three guys. You're going to have to vote at every game, and obviously there's three of you, so come out with the winner. Let's start in the NFC. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This
Heck
game,
of a game.
This
Heck
game
of a
would be
game.
in Tampa Bay, as the Bucs are the 4 seed currently. Who are you taking? Bucs, Vikings. Discuss amongst yourselves.
I'll take Tampa.
I'm taking Tampa. They're
A lot of questions with Sam Darnold. I don't think he keep up with the Bucs.
That's crazy. Sam Darnold,
Clean sweep on Tampa.
it's just it's not the Sam Darnold.
I
It's
like
just-
Tampa to win a game at home. To
Yeah,
win one
yeah.
at least one playoff
Yeah.
game. We said that they're a scary team. You don't want to face them. They're coming in hot right now. These,
And the Vikings are the perfect team for that because they're that good team as far as what it shows on paper. But we've been shaking. We kind of not shaking, but back and forth on them all season long.
if Tampa
They
just
would be
went on the
team.
road to a good defense and just beat the brakes off of them. So
Vikings fans are screaming because they
True.
won like 6 or 7 games in a row.
But it might be the 1 seed.
Not a chance. Game away from the 1 seed. No, but I do put Tampa though.
All right, Pack Attack and the Seahawks would play. We
Well, if
just
it ended
saw how
today,
this played out.
if it ended today, it would be the Rams in that spot.
Oh,
because
you're
Seattle
right.
lost. Yeah,
So
Rams.
replace.
That's much more fun.
We'll digitally replace that.
The Rams hosting the Green Bay Packers.
I'd probably be at
The
that
Pack
game.
Attack coming to SoFi.
I'd pick the Rams there. They're a little more Rams.
I'm going Green Bay on this one.
Also,
Oh,
I like
Gabe?
the
You decide and
I
vote,
like
Gabe?
the run game there to muddy it up there. And I
That'd be
like
a
Green
great
Bay.
game.
I like
Great
Green
game.
Bay.
What a
in that.
game.
That'd be a
it-
phenomenal game.
It reminds me of when we played them a couple years back when the Rams were the same exact team they are, but that was at Lambeau Field. But yeah, I like the Packers here. I think the Packers can beat the Rams in the playoffs.
okay.
I won't say it the Rams. Why'd you say it like that?
The
Yes.
Rams.
Well, because it's not like the Rams are like been a powerhouse team all year long. At least the Packers have shown you, even though we haven't been the best, we've been better than the Rams.
They dropped 44 on the Bills last week. They can definitely come in and wreck up. Like I said, Tampa and the Rams are 2 teams you don't want to play.
If I was involved in the voting process, I'd probably go with the Rams as well. But I don't think it's crazy to say Packers win. I think they're very similar.
I picked the
teams.
Packers to win it, but
Hell of a game.
if the Rams win, you'd not be surprised.
All right, so the Packers will move ahead then as the 6th seed. Washington and the Eagles.
Philly, go ahead.
Philly.
Yeah.
it's Philly.
Okay, so that would bring us in the NFC to the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions in Detroit, and then we'll have Minnesota going to Philadelphia. Go ahead, guys.
Tampa at Philly.
Oh, sorry, Tampa.
Oh, the kryptonite.
Oh,
of the
damn
Eagles.
it.
That's the kryptonite. Do we
in
dare?
Philly.
Do we dare?
It would be Tampa would fall to the same fate they had last year at Detroit. A strong game, really close, but I think Philly edges it out at home.
I think so, too.
But it'll be a really close game.
Go ahead, guys.
My heart,
But my body.
but my heart's telling me Tampa. No, I'll take Philly. It's the safer choice, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks made this a very interesting game.
Very surprised, Gabe.
I think Philly has been in this type of game already this year, and they came out the winners on it. So I would take Philly.
Yeah,
It'd
this
be
is-
fun though. It'd be a lot of fun.
It is not. I would not be shocked if Tampa ended up in the NFC Championship game. That would not be a surprise to me.
I would only be shocked if they went through Philly to do it. I just don't. They're not losing to Tampa again. In Philly, not going to happen. Okay. Lions. We have Lions and Packers
Yeah.
Holy shit!
in Detroit.
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 Sorry.
Damn.
Lions. Detroit.
Detroit's had them.
So
They've had their number.
would you pick the Packers?
I don't think Detroit beats them three times in a single season.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay.
So you're saying they already beat them twice this year?
So they're over 2.
Because I'm just saying it's not like they've blown us out.
They've been close. The 2
They've
games
been
have
close,
been close
and that's
games.
enough film for LaFleur to cook up. Look, will the Lions be the favorite in the game? Absolutely, I am more than okay with that. But just to say Detroit's going to beat them 3 times in both games, I don't know. This is playoff football. I think the Packers
Pick the
would
Packers,
have
Gabe.
a shot.
All right.
You're outvoted,
Fuck
but
Detroit.
Sheesh.
I was giving you your
There
Yeah.
you go.
And then we'll save Eagles Lions for the end here. Let's jump over to the AFC. The Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. This game is in Houston, actually. So let's flip last year's script on its head, where the Texans had to travel to Baltimore. Who do you guys got?
Houston.
CJ Stroud or Lamar Jackson?
Houston, they don't have any answer for New Collins at all. I think it's a shootout, and I think Texas pull it out.
No, Houston has not been in a shootout in I don't think at all this season.
Well, if they play the
They're-
Baltimore Ravens, then they will. Because Ravens are not good at.
They're not. Houston is not a shootout team. Houston will lose this game pretty. I mean, they struggle. They struggle with a
About to
lot.
punch
They
the wall.
They struggle in their wins. When they win, they struggle.
Yeah,
They,
Baltimore hasn't struggled at all this year. You're right. You're right. My bad.
That's not what he's saying.
Baltimore
Has
dom-
been
Baltimore will drop 5 touch. Lamar Jackson will drop 5 touchdowns against the Giants.
and
That
lose.
Houston, no, they won. They beat
Oh, the Giants.
They beat the shit out of the Giants.
Good for the Giants.
But they're
Good
gonna.
for the-
But Houston's gonna beat the Giants by like 3. They lost to the Titans. This is a Houston team that lost to the Titans. This is a Houston
Ravens
team.
lost to the Raiders. Ravens lost to the Raiders.
They lost to the Titans 2 weeks ago. This isn't week 1 or 2. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
2
you're
weeks
right.
ago.
You're
They've
right.
had similar lows.
And they struggled with Jacksonville. They struggled with that entire awful division. They struggled.
Ravens are not as good as you think they are.
They've had similar lows, but the Ravens' highs are much higher than the Texans. Like the Ravens get to a level that the Texans can only dream about so far, and we saw it last year in the playoffs. Unfortunately, I think if they linked up again,
I gave break the
Break tie game.
tie here.
No, Joey's absolutely right when he said
Nah, fuck you.
They've had the sit simmer type years, but who's been more impressive? Now, the only thing I think that really separates is that it's in Houston, right?
Yep,
That could be a game changer.
that'd be
there.
fun.
Nah.
But I think if it's falling down to experience, I think, Stroud, I love Stroud, but I just said it when I was talking about Jordan Love. I just think he hasn't taken that next big step yet. I think if the Ravens can actually get a lead, that's why they brought Henry in here to close these kind of games
This
out.
is a blowout.
So,
Baltimore would. Blow
I'm
out
not
Houston.
saying that. I'm not saying it's a blowout.
They'd beat him by 3.
I think they're both
I do
very
think Houston's the
average
type of
playoff
team that
teams.
Henry would have 200 yards on.
They would blow out Houston.
Like, yeah.
Houston. Everybody in this
I'm not,
AFC wants
I'm not
to
with
play
that,
Houston.
Angel. I'm not with that.
Let's
not
move
with
ahead.
it.
Let's move
I'm not with
on.
it.
The Broncos
Oh,
Oh, this is the game.
Well,
This is the matchup we've all.
would
everybody
travel
wants.
to
Everybody
Pittsburgh
wants this matchup.
and take on Russell
Everybody wants this
Wilson's
matchup.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
this is the Sunday after.
Are you
this is the
taking
last game?
Bo Nix,
yes, Sunday
Sean
night or Monday
Payton
night game.
on the road, or are you taking Russell Wilson, Mike Tomlin at home?
Gabe, go
Take
first.
it away.
Gabe, go first.
Why? Like, don't you know you guys are voting for?
Yeah, it
Gabe,
doesn't mean-
break the. Or I guess
I'll
no.
just pick the Steelers. Yeah, I'll go with the Steelers. I know that.
But we know Gabe hates it. Like, you don't actually believe the Steelers, right?
I don't believe in the Steelers, but I mean, do I believe in the Broncos that much more?
Oh, you don't believe in the.
No, I do believe in the Broncos, but I'm just saying, like, I just, man, this one's tough. This one's tough.
Tough, huh?
No,
You gonna pick a team or
No.
these are Bronco fans. Okay,
Pick a team. Pick a team.
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Oh, Terrell, who you got?
Pittsburgh. I'll take Pittsburgh.
I love it.
So the Bronco fan in me wants Houston because Houston sucks.
That's that's what we want. We want a channel. That is that guy.
But the football fan wants this game,
Fuck that guy.
and God, I'd have to give the edge over to Pittsburgh
Taking away your Broncos.
They'd have-
fan, okay.
because you have a rookie quarterback going on the road in Steel City and
Against a good head coach.
against a good head coach. And look, Pittsburgh shut him down. And that was week 2, but they dominated Bo Nix. You couldn't do anything. Now he's
none of
playing-
Angels' teams are advancing.
No, he's playing.
Texans and the Broncos.
Because
And-
they've been underrated the whole year. It's all right.
Honestly, I would
That's where we live.
honestly if
It's
you would have
it's
said
only because
if-
they're both on
this
the
was-
up. Go
if
ahead,
this
I'm
was
sorry.
2 weeks ago, I'd pick Denver in this game, but Bo Nix has 5 interceptions in 2 games against the Colts and the Browns.
And the pressure is only going to get greater from here on out. So
he does a lot of hero ball stuff that I think he would do in the playoffs, I'm just excited to be back in the playoffs. I'm excited to watch a playoff game.
there you go.
That I'm excited about. I want Houston. I want them to win out, go 12-5, and end up playing Houston.
You guys are the
But-
Commanders.
Angel, are you just happy to be back in the playoffs?
No, fuck that. Trying to win. I'm not trying to.
You
Are
can't.
Would you
I'm
really
happy to
pick the
be here.
Broncos?
Huh?
You'd pick the Broncos?
I would. I think Sean Payton's petty enough to will out a win out of this one. I think Sean Payton wins this game.
You don't actually get a dub for being petty though. Like
No. I think
Yeah.
Sean Payton is a good coach. I think he would. I think both great teams are good teams. I'd pick the Broncos to win this one playoff game.
See, it's hard for me. There's been we have 9 wins.
we can't just
I
have a whole
can't-
conversation about the Broncos.
I'm just saying there's 9 wins. I would say 3 of them, Sean Payton's won us the game. Like I think is that our defense has just like again today and against the Browns, that the defense is going to win us the game.
All right, so the Broncos are
Sorry,
out. Texans are out. Broncos are out.
Let's move on.
That'd be a fun game.
Chargers
a
and
rough week in
Bills.
range.
2 versus 7
Bills.
here.
Bills.
Beat down.
Bills.
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 They're
Bills.
building and
Bills.
destroy
Bills.
Chargers.
Quick, Jesus. All right, then second round we have the Baltimore Ravens going over to Kansas City. It's probably freezing
That's
Cold.
the kryptonite for the Ravens.
in the second round. Yeah, so you got Chiefs, Ravens, and then you have was it Steelers and Bills.
Oh shit!
God, we go Steelers and Bills
It
first.
was a
That's an
rematch
easy one
of
to
two,
me.
two playoff games last year.
Steelers and Bills.
Yeah, do that one.
I'm Buffalo, in a very good game where people will get hurt and there would be a lot of shit talking and
These 2 games are going to be so cold.
Yeah.
Like weather's going to take.
they're all good in the cold. Except, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would take the Buffalo Bills here over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's funny because these 2 teams played in the wild card last year, and we all said if Pittsburgh had a quarterback, they would have beat the Bills last year. Like that defense kept them in. Like Mason Rudolph had one drive to win the game,
Yeah.
and they didn't have a quarterback. Now they do, but it's a shootout, and I don't trust Pittsburgh. I don't trust Pittsburgh in a shootout. I gotta go Buffalo.
Buff Town.
All right, Gabe. If it did matter, who would you pick?
I'm going Buffalo.
Yep.
It's-
All right, so Buffalo moved on to the AFC Championship game. Then you have the Tails on his time. The Chiefs and the Ravens in the playoffs. We've seen this movie before. Is it the same? Is it the same movie?
What's the definition of
Insanity.
Sandy's is doing the same thing over time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chiefs. By some way. I don't even care how.
We just had a whole conversation about 30 minutes ago about the Chiefs kind of
But I believe in
being that same
I believe in them a lot
team.
more than I believe in the Ravens in the playoffs. Say that.
Have we called an upset yet?
I did.
That
Ravens
does it.
lost.
The Buccaneers. That would
Bucks.
that would
Against the Vikings?
That wouldn't be an upset. I mean, they're
But the Buccaneers or the Vikings, yeah, that would be an upset. Oh, because record wise, I mean,
I guess if
seeding-wise.
you want to go
The
record
Ravens are upset.
the
against
Ravens are
Texans.
being seeding wise, yes. But
yeah,
I think,
seeding wise, but yeah.
but I would take Baltimore over Kansas City.
Wow.
I think they've got enough venom in them after that. The toe tap loss in week 1, losing in that fumble in the playoff game. I think they're coming out. This is the team they wanted all year. That's who they've been gunning for. I think Lamar pulls it out.
Tell you what, if they do win this game, this is the last playoff game that they're going to win this year.
Gabe, who do you
don't-
have? Let's see who they play next. Gabe, who do you have?
Yeah, I fuel to the fire. That's Derrick Henry. I think he has to be a somebody in the playoffs. And if he could be if there ever was a game, it's against the Chiefs. Keep Mahomes off the field. I'll go. Screw it. I'll go and go with the Ravens. I'll go and go with the Ravens.
So Ravens, okay.
All right, Chiefs out in their first game of the. Okay.
All right.
All right, Ravens and Bills in Buffalo.
Bills.
Terrell?
Buff Town.
Oh wow, this is exactly what you were arguing earlier.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
I mean, not Buffalo. Baltimore.
Oh wow. Okay.
In Buffalo.
In Buffalo. It's crazy. It's
Not is Buffalo. It's not my pick.
this game. No, I was just staring up. I don't know why I was staring up. I don't know why I said Buffalo, but
I don't
they
know why I
both start
said
with a
it
B. But this would be a game of 2 quarterbacks who feel like this is my year or bust. And
Yeah.
you have Lamar and Josh Allen. The Chiefs are out of the way. It's my year or bust. It's just gonna be a shootout, and I'm gonna go with Lamar and Derrick Henry to pull it out versus Josh Allen doing it solo by himself and doing it. So I'm going
right.
Baltimore.
That being said, Buffalo does advance 2-1, right? So you got Buffalo, and then let's solve the NFC here: Lions and Eagles.
Eagles are the more balanced and healthy team as of right now.
Go ahead, Terrell. Make my day.
Make my day, bitch.
I'm going with. I don't know if I picked these teams. We have to look at the tape, but I don't know if I picked these 2 teams. But I was really high on the quarterback running back tandem of these 2 teams going into the season. Philly and Baltimore in the Super Bowl. Saquon and Jalen Hurts versus Derrick Henry and Lamar. That'd be my pick.
So you have
Okay.
So
So you
I
have
got
the Eagles.
Eagles.
Playing the Bills, though.
Oh, did you guys pick everybody pick the
You guys pick the Bills, right?
Bills, Buffalo.
Baltimore, right?
I picked Baltimore.
Oh, never mind.
Baltimore.
No. I picked Baltimore over the Chiefs. I picked the
Buffalo.
Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked Buffalo.
Oh, I never mind them.
All right, Gabe, do you have the Eagles or Lions?
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, right? You guys already picked the.
I really want to know how you feel, though. I'm throwing this in your face later or not.
I'm just saying. I mean, the Lions can keep up with anybody. They got
For
the
sure.
running game taken out today, and their quarterback still went for five touchdown passes. But the Eagles are so good. Nah, screw it. I'll go with Philly.
These are the best teams in football.
And then so right now we're thinking we're getting to Philly and Baltimore Super Bowl.
Which would be devastating.
Kind of not sexy. That's kind of not. It's kind of not a sexy Super Bowl.
be devastating?
It's kind of not. Yeah. I
What?
agree.
It's in a dome too. These teams are gonna score 1,000 points.
Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley.
No, he picked Buffalo. It's Buffalo and
Get
Philly.
off the
Right.
Ravens.
My bad. I that's a great Super Bowl.
I didn't say it was bad. Buffalo,
fine.
Buffalo and Philly. It's fine. Josh Allen versus
What's the sexiest Super Bowl matchup?
Chiefs versus somebody.
Chiefs.
The Packers
Yeah.
versus the Broncos.
Yeah, either Chiefs. No,
Because
It's a disaster.
Nobody
for the
would
NFL.
watch
the
that.
NFL would never let that happen. Sexiest one would probably be Chiefs Eagles rematch or Chiefs Lions.
Yeah.
Or Ravens and
Ravens
Lions.
Lions is probably the sexiest, right?
Ravens Lions would be nice. To see the gangs pull up
You know, it'd be such a
in
great
New Orleans.
Oh,
You know, it'd be such a great story. I mean,
Bloodbath.
no one wants
Bo
it. but
Nix championship. run.
Baker Mayfield, if he's able to claw his way through the NFC
Get
and at
out
least
there.
get to the Super Bowl.
Get out of here.
No, I know.
That'd be
It's-
wild.
that would be
That'd be
crazy.
some true.
It
Eli,
definitely, probably,
That'd be
most
so-
likely is never gonna
That'd be
happen.
some true Eli Manning type.
I'm just saying that
Yeah.
would be, like Eli Manning. That was probably said twice in his career. Where like he's not making the Super Bowl, and then look at his
A
not
Chiefs
just history,
Bucks
but like
rematch.
I'm just saying, man. I mean,
And
that,
Baker
I mean,
is-
It
Yeah,
will be
Ba-
cool, like on the other side, to see if all of a sudden C.J. Stroud just reclaims the fame and is just
He
scorched
just
earth,
goes off.
just scorched earth and goes like to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That'd be like the same like vibe. Like wow, he
Yeah,
actually did it.
Yeah,
Angel was right. We were all wrong.
Say it again louder for the people in the back.
Not until it happens.